Arjun was good at almost everything he tried. He got high marks in school, played football well, and even drew nicely. But lately, none of it made him happy. If I make even one mistake, everyone will think I'm useless, he thought. One day, Arjun came home with his test paper. He had scored 92 out of 100. Everyone else would have been proud. But Arjun? He threw his bag on the bed and stared at the paper. I lost 8 marks because of silly mistakes, he muttered. Why can't I be perfect? Why do I always mess up? He felt a heavy pressure in his chest. At school he saw toppers, on social media he saw perfect people, and inside his mind he saw only his own faults. Just then, his grandpa walked into the room carrying an old folded quilt. Arjun, Grandpa said softly, why is your face so sad? What's bothering you, my boy? Arjun hesitated, then the words poured out. Grandpa, no matter how hard I try, I'm never perfect. I make mistakes in exams, in football matches, even when I talk to people. Everyone seems better than me. I just want to be perfect, but I can't. Grandpa listened quietly, then sat beside Arjun and opened the quilt on the bed. Do you see this quilt? Grandpa asked. Arjun wiped his eyes and looked at it. It was old, made of many different pieces of cloth. Some patches were bright, some were faded. A few stitches were crooked, and there were tiny tears that had been sewn up. This old thing? Yes, I've seen it since I was small, Arjun said. Grandpa smiled. This quilt can teach you why nobody is perfect and why that's okay. Arjun frowned. A quilt? How? Lesson 1, Grandpa began, touching a bright blue patch. Look at all these different pieces. None of them are the same color or size. Some are big, some are small, some are even cut unevenly. But together, they make one warm quilt. He paused. People are like that too. Everyone has different strengths and weaknesses. You may be good at studying, someone else may be good at sports, another at music. You don't need to be perfect at everything. You just need to be yourself. Arjun stared at the patches, thinking. Lesson 2, Grandpa pointed to some crooked stitches. See these stitches? They're not straight. When your grandma made this, her hands would shake a little. If you look closely, you can see the mistakes. He smiled gently. But tell me, Arjun, does this quilt still keep you warm at night? Yes, of course it does, Arjun replied. Exactly, Grandpa said. Even with its flaws, it does its job beautifully. In the same way, you don't have to be flawless to be valuable. You can make mistakes and still be a wonderful person. Lesson 3, Grandpa ran his fingers over a small tear that had been sewn up. This part was once torn, it was damaged. But your grandma didn't throw the quilt away. She stitched it and made it strong again. He looked into Arjun's eyes. You will also fall, fail, and get hurt. That doesn't mean you are broken forever. You can learn, fix your mistakes, and become wiser. Scars don't mean you are useless. They mean you have a story. Arjun felt something soften inside his heart. Lesson 4, Grandpa said, pulling the quilt up and stepping back. When you look too closely, you only see the flaws, the uneven cuts, the bad stitches. But when you step back and see the whole quilt, you see a beautiful pattern. He continued, you are doing the same thing with yourself. You're standing too close to your own mistakes. Step back. Look at the whole of who you are, your kindness, your hard work, your love for your family. You are more than your errors. Arjun was silent for a moment. The test paper in his hand suddenly didn't look like proof of failure. It just looked like a part of his journey. So, Grandpa, he said slowly, it's okay if I'm not perfect. I can still be good enough, still be worthy. Grandpa smiled and placed the quilt around Arjun's shoulders. My child, nobody on this earth is perfect, he said. We are all like this quilt, different pieces, a few tears, some bad stitches, but together, still warm, still meaningful. Arjun took a deep breath. The pressure in his chest felt lighter. I understand now, he said. I don't have to be perfect. I just have to keep trying, keep learning, and accept myself, mistakes and all. Grandpa gently patted his head. Remember, real strength is not in being perfect, but in growing with every imperfection. Moral: nobody is perfect, and that is okay. What truly matters is learning from mistakes, accepting yourself, and continuing to grow.